Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Education. How many complaints about teacher incompetence, if any, have been received by the Teachers' Council since she took office?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Education, I'm advised there were 144 complaints regarding competence over the 2008-9, 2010-11 financial years, out of a total of 899 complaints about various matters to the Teachers' Council.
The Honourable John Boscawen.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker. Does it surprise the Minister that of these complaints, only 4 resulted in teachers being deregistered for incompetence? And does the Minister therefore have confidence that the remaining 28,000 odd teachers are all competent and meet the standards that parents would expect of them?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr Speaker, it doesn't surprise me about the number 4 because I was advised of that before I came to the House. What I can advise the member is that the Minister is aware that the Teachers' Council has a number of avenues in order to support those teachers who are found to be wanting, and that is certainly supported by the $90 million of professional development support that the government provides. And we know that it is a very important responsibility for the government to ensure that, and that's one of the reasons why this Minister of Education has put 1,600 extra teachers in front of classrooms over the last 2.5 years.
The Honourable John Boscawen.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. If all but 4 of New Zealand's 28,000 odd teachers are fully competent, why is it that 20% of students are still leaving secondary school with no formal qualifications, given that it's apparently not the incompetence of teachers that it's at fault?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
On behalf of the Minister of Education, the number 4 relates to those who were considered by the Teachers' Council. The Teachers' Council hasn't made a ruling on competence of the remaining teacher workforce. The reason why 1 in 5 New Zealand children are leaving school unable to read and write sufficiently is because of the poor state of the education system that this government inherited. And that is why this Minister is working assiduously to have national standards put across New Zealand schools, and it's great that more and more schools are realising that.
Point of order has been called. The Honourable Trevor
Mr Speaker, shouldn't the Minister, when he is criticising your work, address you?
No, order. Member knows that's not a point of order. Question number... The Honourable John Boscawen, further supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Does the Minister know of any other profession or industry where the level of incompetence is 0.0014%? And if not, isn't it really so that the public school system protects incompetent teachers and fails to reward good teachers at the expense of parents and students?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
On behalf of the Minister, the numbers that we're talking about are decisions that have been made by the Teachers' Council. They are not a measure of competence of the individual teachers, the 28,000 or so that there are across the country. What I can assure the member is that this Minister is putting a huge amount of public resource, $90 million a year, into professional development to support and improve the teacher workforce. And on top of that, this government, this Minister of Education has put 1,600 extra teachers in front of classrooms during her time in education so far.
And that brings to a close questions for oral